Okay, cool. Let's go
Okay.
to a track called Baby by Ariel Pink's Haunted Graffiti off of his new album.
When we're out in the moonlight, looking up at the stars above, feels so good when I'm near you, holding hands and making love. Ooh, baby, you're so baby. So baby, yes, so baby, sandy beaches, as it goes in our lives, feel so good walking side by side. Wanna be with you all my life. Oh, baby. You're so baby. You're so baby. You're so baby. Dreams of you all the time. Feels so good, I wanna get that right. Just can't wait till tomorrow. Hey, come on, baby, let's shake it. Oh, baby, you're so baby. You're so baby. You're so baby. Looking up at the stars above. Feels so good when I'm near you. Holding hands and making love. Ooh, baby. You're so 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 baby. Baby. You're so baby. Ooh, you're so baby. Ooh, baby. So baby. Ooh.
And that was Baby by Ariel Pink's Haunted Graffiti off the Mature Themes album. And Mike, I played that track just in case anyone wanted to or felt like making love to their old lady while they listen to the show. Give them a
Nice.
little break. Give them a little break from us, so they can quickly do that. You know
Little
what I mean?
make out break. Make out break time. Let's cooperate, baby.
Yeah. Maybe I should dedicate that to Elizabeth May. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Elizabeth May, let's cooperate.
We just like to lay you down, Miss Elizabeth May, and cooperate.
You know,
Baby.
okay, on that note, Tony, here's what I'm going to say. I don't hold a grudge. I hope Elizabeth May gets reelected and holds on to that seat. Why? Because she's not a conservative.
Yeah,
Now.
that's the spirit of cooperation right there. I do support her and her quest to hold, because she took it from a conservative, right?
I believe so.
Insofar as she did that, good job, Elizabeth May. Hang on to that one, especially if a conservative is going to take it back.
Now, I don't want to bore everybody with a bunch of numbers, but I'm going to mention a few different ridings. These are, as Green Party supporters, these are some of the primary, most important ridings that if you're in this riding, here the first list will be NDP and the second list will be Liberal. And I believe it's pretty close to about half and half. There's 14 of them. So here, let's go. If you're in Palliser, or if you are in Bramalea Gore Malton, or Elwood Transconia, or Vancouver Island North, as a Green Party member, your support for the Green Party could swing support to an NDP. Now, if you're in the Yukon, or if you're in Winnipeg South Centre, or Mississauga East Cooksville, or Don Valley West, or Nipissing Temiskaming. Hey, I know a few people from there.
Yeah, me. That's me. That's my riding.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people there that I know.
Yeah.
London North Centre, Kitchener Waterloo, Pickering Scarborough East, or Etobicoke Centre. Again, just the Green votes alone can swing all these ridings to either a Liberal or an NDP. The first group was NDP, the second group was Liberal.
Yeah, and in my riding in particular, we had a very strong Green candidate, a gentleman by the name of Scott Daly, who if he was from any other party, I'd vote for him. You know what I mean? But it just doesn't make any sense, right? But fantastic,
for
fantastic
a Green Party
human
candidate. He did quite well. I believe he got nearly 3,000 votes.
I believe it was if my memory is correct, it's 2,550.
Oh, actually, you're right. I'm looking at it now. 2,550.
Yeah,
put in context with other Green Party support, though. That is their high end, other than Elizabeth May. So
that's why I say he's a remarkably strong Green candidate for this riding. And keep in mind that strategic voting does happen a lot in my riding, because it's all, you know what, in the past 5 elections, provincial and federal, it's been settled, almost always settled by less than 100 votes. That's insane. This is such a close riding.
If 14 Green Party members decide to go and vote Liberal, they'll have a party representing their riding that has an environmental policy.
Yeah, and even when they're attacking the NDP, they do admit that as a way to drive a wedge between the NDP and the Liberals, that the Liberals had a good environmental plan when they were in power. So, I mean, can't you vote for them then? Just a few of you?
I just want to say one quick thing about these 14 ridings. There was an article previously on rabble.ca that pointed out the 14 weakest ridings of Conservatives. Now, what's curious about these ridings, I went through and I picked them out because these are the ridings where if you ask the Green Party to swing, in most cases, less than 50% of their support, which is reasonable, I think, to ask for a third place party to swing their support to another party that also has Green policies, to defeat a Conservative who doesn't have any Green policies.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. But the curious part is only about 8 of these ridings are those most vulnerable Conservative ridings. So that's the good news too, is there's another 6 ridings where if the NDP and the Liberals get together, a very small portion of their support could also swing the vote in a number of other ridings. You know? So my conclusion, sorry, go ahead.
And I'd just like to point out that I could play a clip right now that would help motivate Green Party people to understand the absolute and shocking importance of unseating these Conservatives.
Okay.
Did you hear about Rob Anders, who we've talked about before?
Yeah, Rob Anders. Generally, if I'm picking like an Asshole of the Week award, if I don't know who I should give it to, I just give it to Rob Anders.
Yeah, he sets the bar. You know, he sets the bar. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, in a recent interview, he accused Thomas Muller. Get this. This is And I've got a clip of right after I set the table for this. I've got a clip of a reporter telling Peter Stauffer of the NDP what Rob Anders said. Okay. Now what he did in a magazine interview, he accused Thomas Mulcair of precipitating the death of Jack Layton by pressuring Jack Layton to step it up, either call an election or get off the pot.
Yeah, because Jack Layton really needed motivation and drive to be the political animal that he was.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, apparently the pressure that was created by Thomas Mulcair to either get an election on and win it or get out of the way, apparently that pressure resulted in Jack Layton dying.
Let's face it, I think he would rather just say that Mulcair injected Jack Layton with cancer and used him to get the leadership. Yeah,
well, Thomas Mulcair is a Jack Layton killer, apparently, according to Rob Anders. Let's listen to this clip of a reporter explaining the situation to Peter Stauffer of the NDP, and Peter Stauffer's reaction is bewilderment into anger. Just check this out.
What do you think about the Rob Anders declaration with regards to Mr. Mulcair having
I didn't hear that, I'm sorry.
Rob Anders, the
Yes,
MP
yeah.
from the Conservatives, said that Mr. Mulcair had precipitated Mr. Layton's death by putting pressure on him before the previous election.
Whoa, back up. Are you saying, and I'm going to repeat it to you, Mr. Anders said that Mr. Mulcair precipitated Mr. Layton's death because of...
He was putting pressure on him before the last federal election in the leadership, and that kind of forced him to run to make a go of it for the last election. It's all over the news, and my colleagues can attest to that. Colleagues.
Okay. Are you, as we say in the East Coast, are you absolutely frickin' serious? Did he say that?
He did. He did. He's had to apologize for it, and it's.
Well, seeing how I'm in front of a...
I'll show you if you want.
That's insane. Is the guy just that stupid, or is he that stupid? I know he sleeps a lot, but I didn't realize he's also that stupid. I cannot believe he said that.
So, but let me ask you this then. I mean,
that's just... Whoa. Okay.
What do you think it symbolizes about?
Well, it symbolizes he's an idiot and he shouldn't be sitting in Parliament. If you have that kind of an attitude, you may not like the leader of the opposition, but to even indicate in any possible way that Mr. Mulcair was responsible for Layton's death is just that's incredible. That is just.
Here's the comment.
Go ahead.
The quote is, "It was very clear to me watching the two of those gentlemen in the front benches that Jack Layton was ill and that Mr. Mulcair was making it quite obvious that if Jack wasn't well enough to fight the campaign and fight the election, that he should step aside, and that because of that, Mr. Layton put his life at risk to go into the national election and fight it. Obviously did an amazing job, and that he did that partly because of the arms twisting behind the scenes by Mulcair and then subsequently died."
What I'd really like to say I can't say publicly, but I'm at a soccer game tonight. You can more than hear me later on tonight. That is incredible. In my 15 years as a member of Parliament, I have never heard anyone be as cold and as callous and as stupid as that comment was. And I'm just... Pardon? He should be gone is what he should be gone. That kind of attitude, that should be... If I was Mr. Harper, he would be gone out of the Conservative Party in a heartbeat. That kind of attitude, that kind of comment, that's insane. That is a disgrace to not only Mr. Mulcair, but to the legacy of Mr. Layton. And think about how Olivia Chow must feel. That's just absolutely cold-hearted. What a dickhead, you know, and I say it's stronger than that, but what a complete dickhead. And he should be removed from Parliament altogether.
That is Peter Stauffer reacting to the information that was presented to him about Rob Anders' comments. Mike, what do you think of that?
I'm glad to hear somebody get angry.
Yeah.
Because there's a time for anger.
Yeah.
You know? And the most important thing he said was, it's a shame. There's no apology for, you can't let that person still stay in your party. And this is where people need to remember that everything Rob Anders said